Welcome to PDP, Prime Development Podcast. Become the leader people will follow. Howdy doody, this is your host, Nick Humfeld, aka Johnny Bravo, and I am going over a first step in a series I'm doing on how to be a superhero. We all know that life can be very overwhelming. It feels like we have so many different goals available, and we're going after one thing in the gym, and then, trying to plan out our meals and get on our health wagon. But then, other things come up like, relationships or spiritual, and we're trying to better ourselves in those areas as well. So the thing is, there's just so many different areas that it can be overwhelming to try to focus on every goal at the same time. And I'm sure we all know those people that are out there and it seems like they got everything together, and we wish and envy that the type of lives that they have. The thing is, if you can just follow a very strategic, simple process, it becomes very easy to achieve those goals. And the reason that those people are like that is because they've done it so much that each thing that they do to better themselves in all those areas is just become habit to them. And that habit is second nature. They don't have to think about it anymore. So it's just all those different things, but you have to instill those habits. And so this whole series is dedicated on this how to be a superhero mentality. And it's taking control of 7 key factors within a person's life to try to get control of, so they feel like they're making progress and moving forward all along. And their fitness, nutrition, things with your career, financial, relationships, both friends and close relationships with like a girlfriend, wife, whatever it might be, your mindset and spiritual area, and I even put fashion on there, or just general looks, like how you look, because if you look good, you feel good. So all of these different things are going to play a huge role in just having that overall appearance, because if we are making progress in every single area and we have all those different categories taken care of, we feel good. We feel like we're able to just live our lives and we're going in the right direction. And people are going to look at you as a leader and a role model without you even have to say anything, because you have things in order to make your life appear a certain way because you have instilled good habits. So this week I was going to focus on the topic of nutrition, and each week I'm going to lay out one step in each of these 7 categories to take control of. So you can think of it like if you just do one step from each category and follow that strictly for a week and get that and turn that into a habit. I mean, it could even take you as much as a couple weeks. They say it takes 3 weeks to instill a habit, but however long you need, focus on just that one thing. Because statistics show, and I can't remember where I heard this, that if you try to change one thing, you have about a 55% chance of success. It's a little bit better than half. If you try to change 2 things, it drops down to like 17%. And then if you try to change 3 things, it drops down to about 3% success rate. So focus on one thing at a time. And a lot of times our brain, the reason I have 7 categories, our brain can roughly hold about 7 things at a time. So if you have all these different steps that you're doing, but you lump them into 7 different categories, it can be a lot more easily obtained and easy to handle, because you're not having to think about all these overwhelming things and all these things you want to accomplish and try to change every different thing in every single goal area that you have. So with this week, I was going to talk about nutrition and basically just water. Try to get a good gallon of water a day as a goal. And just do that for a week. I know that sounds really, really simple, but water does so many different things for us. And a lot of times, something as simple as having really low energy, like you'd be surprised that our energy is dictated a lot about how hydrated we are. So, for example, what water makes up, it's like 70 or 80% of our body. So, I mean, that's our muscle tissue. That's a large part of that. Fluids, it helps you detox, helps with your brain hydration, everything. And so, if you think about it, if you need all these fluids to do different functions in the body and everything like that, and you're constantly dehydrated, like your body is pulling and trying to make things happen. So just staying well hydrated, it'll take a few days to adjust to it, but I mean, after just a few days trying to get a gallon of water a day, just focus on that, you'll notice your energy level start to go up. You'll feel good. So work on that as a starting point, because if you want to progress towards other things, you need to start simple. And, picking the right foods to eat and, making sure you get to the gym, what kind of cardio do, what kind of exercise. Well, none of that matters if you're not getting enough water. So start there. Really simple thing to do. And focus on a gallon a day. Do that for a week. And I will see you guys next week to talk about fitness.